Welcome back to another episode, Nitty Gritty Sports Talk Rewind. I go by the name of Roscoe English, aka King of the North. Y'all used to that. Of course, I'm here with the flock. Got my guy Keys with me.
What's going on? How y'all feeling up there?
My man Nick.
How you doing, Scott?
Keith PJ, he'll be here soon. He not running from the smoke. He'll be here soon. Look, y'all know what we here to talk about. Sunday night, instant classic in my opinion. Steelers outlast Baltimore Ravens to win the AFC North 26-24. Hell of a game. Ended up being a back and forth battle after a sloppy first half. I'll shoot the Nick because he was there in person. From your eyes, up close and personal, what lost Baltimore that game?
Well, for starters, congrats, Scott. Congrats to the Steelers.
Yeah.
The better roster lost, the better team won. So that's just what it is. All season, you guys haven't been perfect, but you've done just enough to play winning football, whether that's minimize your turnovers and maximize the other team's mistakes. You know, you guys don't always play a clean, pretty game, but you always give yourself a chance to compete at the end, and you're usually the team that outlasts the other team as far as not making mistakes. So that's what it was, and congrats on that end. As far as Baltimore is concerned and how we were looking at things, we fought our asses off. Flawed, obviously. You know, there were some things on defense you didn't like to see. On offense, a little iffy in the first half as far as how we came out versus how we finished the half. We got too stagnant. We didn't apply enough pressure in that first half. We had a lead and we didn't expand it like we should have to give ourselves more of a cushion for the inevitable, second half surge you all were going to have. So it's 10-3. It could have been worse. I know we got a few stops in defensively while they had ball in scoring position, but again, the writing was on the wall as far as the defense. It could only bend and break but so much. And then Kyle went down, and this defense has been Kyle or bust all season. We made a trade to unlock Kyle because we knew that our defense rested in Kyle Hamilton being able to do everything for us, be our best pass rusher, be our best linebacker, be our best run supporter, be our best fucking safety deep in coverage, be our best slot person. Like, it's kind of ridiculous what we put on his plate, but he's a stud, and he took the challenge all season. Unfortunately, he got hurt, and that was always a possibility. Like, when or if he goes down, how are we going to be successful on defense? And you saw we were getting picked apart left and right all over the field. I've never seen Calvin Austin do that to anybody, not in college, not in high school. And he picked the perfect time to do salsa with Awuzie and Awuzie. I don't understand how you're 10 yards off and you get packed up like that, but that's just how things went for us. Tyler Loop, I have to talk about him because he's led the league in kickoff penalties. So, 17-14, we're fighting back in the fourth quarter after playing a horrible third quarter. And the first thing you do is kick the ball out of bounds and give the Steelers the ball at the 40-yard line. That's what you cannot have in that situation. Those are the type of things that lose you football games. You had a special teams head coach. You use draft capital on this rookie. You don't bring in any competition throughout training camp, throughout the off season, throughout the year. And, what he gave you was a kicker that you weren't confident kicking over 50 yards. He was 1 for 4 from over 50. And there were countless other times where we didn't even attempt a 50-yarder because we didn't trust him to make it. Against the Patriots, the last time he attempted a 50-yarder, he short kicked a 56-yard about 4 yards. If you can't kick 50-yarders in the pros, bro, you can't hack it. And if you can't kick it inbounds and follow kickoff rules, you can't hack it. I don't care if you're a rookie. I don't care if you're a nice guy. Like, this ain't about that. It's about wins and losses and results. And it was just unfortunate because we didn't play a perfect game. We are a flawed team, flawed roster, flawed organization this year, but we fought our asses off, and the Steelers did too. That was a quintessential AFC North title game. You couldn't have asked for a better situation or even chance at the end. Shanking a 44-yarder. I mean, I don't understand. But then you also have to look at Harbaugh. You have a rookie. You have 12 seconds and a timeout, and Derrick Henry. You opt to do a QB kneel and lose yards and make the kick harder on the road in Pittsburgh after Boswell just missed the extra point. Boswell, the trusted, probably Hall of Fame kicker, missed the extra point seconds previously, right? You decide. You go out your way to decide to make the kick a little bit harder on Luke. Now I get it. You don't want to throw the ball. Don't want to have Flay get a holding penalty. You don't want to sack. You don't want an interception. Don't want to fumble. I get it. That's why you have Derrick Henry and a timeout. Run the ball, get a couple yards, hopefully get 10 yards. Who knows? Derrick Henry might bust that bitch open, But you do that, use your timeout, get it as close as possible, and let whatever happens after that happen. And just another situation of us having to have faith in Harbaugh, faith in the structure at B, and it just letting us down in the moments where we needed something else.
Keys.
Nah, spot on. Well-earned division win score. Y'all earned it. Definitely, take care of business in playoffs, of course. But yeah, man, like Nick said, the better team, the better coach team won. Not the better roster, like you said. But it is what it is. You hate that it come down to your rookie kicker. Hopefully my all pro kicker get charged with a crime. I mean that's how I feel about it. Because if he don't, then it's gonna go down as one of the worst decisions ever made. Simple as that. Because
I'll give him a massage right now. Y'all just don't know.
It's ridiculous. And I'm pretty sure that was we're gonna get to him. We're gonna get to him losing his job, of course. But I'm pretty sure that had something to do with it. To your point, like you take a 40-yard field goal to a 44 because you decided to take a knee with a timeout with us. I didn't understand that. You don't have to throw the ball. You just get there. Henry's gonna get 4 yards. He was getting 4 yards to carry all night. They get 4 yards. They don't know what it means, so they can put anybody up, to stop the run. But he was gonna get the 3 yards that you needed, make it a 40-yard field goal. He probably still would have missed it. That's the thing about it. He probably still would have missed it. He was pushing that joint right. He was pushing that joint right. He's pushing the joint right all night, and it just happened. You heard Lamar say after the fact, I talked to him about kicking the ball out of bounds. Like you are absolutely 100% right, Nick. Like you can't have that. Like that was. A turn point. You get the momentum, but then they right back. Because they didn't have any type of kickoff or punt return game at all. I think they had the one, but other than that, you were shutting down. So kicked out a ball out of bounds. I'm not even gonna say that's a rookie, though. You've been through 17 games, 18 games. You can't be doing that at this point in time. But this game to me, it comes down to what we talked about earlier. This is a horrible ass defense. That's what it comes down to. You go up 17-13. You let them, and then they go down the score with a little bit of time. Then you go up 24-20, and then they go down and score. So, as much as the reports coming out and said Harbaugh didn't want to part with Moncton, okay, whatever. He lost his job because he hired the wrong defensive coordinator. If you hire the right defensive coordinator from the jump, you're not in a situation. He just, and not to say that Orr can't get another job eventually, but if you poll 32 teams. I guarantee you he'd be the only defensive coordinator for one team, and that's the Baltimore Ravens this year. So like I said, in the future, he can maybe get a job, but like I said, I think we talked about it in the middle of the season. He don't know when to run zone. He don't know when to run man. He's just out there just doing shit just to do it. I mean, granted, Awuzie should not have been out there. He made the mistake. That was a mistake playing 10 years off, but he shouldn't have been out there. There's no reason if you're trying to protect. They wasn't playing for a field goal. They needed a touchdown. So if the other team need a touchdown, why are you playing that type of defense? Where's the safety at? Where's the safety over the top? Like what's going on here? And that's been from back to the Packers game, down the middle, back down to this game. When Watson went down the middle, and then this game probably is like he don't know what to call, when to call it. And I think that's what finally there. Like this defense is porous. It sucks. You in this position, you keep blowing leads because you hiring the wrong defensive coordinator. But no, like you said, great game, classic game. I talked about it pregame. Yankees, Sox, Duke, Carolina. This might be the best Ravens Steelers game I've seen. Like and I'm saying that we wasn't even on the winning side of it. This is literally the best. You had vintage Rodgers, you had MVP Lamar, and it just came down to your coach making a bad decision, taking the knee with tall seconds up. That's what this game came down to. Simple as that. You absolutely cannot do that. That's a fireable offense. You have Lamar and everybody was hurt, injuries, whatever. You come into the season, you're a Super Bowl contender, and you finish under 500. You should absolutely lose your job. For the simple fact of the matter is, it was the coach job to play Cooper Rush. That was his job. That was his decision. I mean, he played Cooper Rush when he didn't have to. But back to the game. Like I said, the better team won the game. To Nick's point, the game should have been about 20-0 or 20-3. You didn't put your foot on the neck. You didn't take care of business, and you let it back in the game. And on a roll, what Tomlin always say, Harbaugh gonna piss down his leg, and that's exactly what he did. And that's what it came down to. It came down to one coaching decision. And that's what it was. So you move into off season, you find a new coach now, and build it back up. But it sucked in the moment, And I wasn't one of those fans like, oh, let's lose this game so Harbaugh get fired. But the alternative, I'm very happy he's gone. We've been calling for that shit for 2 years.
Somebody said we lost the battle but won the war.
I mean, hey, if that's what
Tomlin now,
right? If that's what it is, because that shit. But granted, they get to fight for Super Bowls. Anybody want that? But yeah, that shit had to change. We've seen it all year. Like I said, this is the same coach that challenged the scoring play, bro. Like when the rules change, when every score is a rule. Like he's done that since then. I'm surprised. I mean, like I said, I'm surprised he had a 3-time at the end of this game. And I just think that's the factor to Lamar and them. I just think they was just once they got rolling, they was rolling. It's a game that you probably should have won. It's a game that when that fourth quarter, the same thing happened in Baltimore the first time. You played okay, and then you start dominating them at the end towards the end of the game, and you just can't make enough plays. But shout out to A-Rod, he made the plays, he did what he had to do. And that's what it came down to. They literally couldn't stop the Ravens. The Ravens stopped themselves, and that's what was pissed me off about how the Ravens season. It was no fumbles this game. It was no drop 2-point conversions. This time it's a missed kick. So it's like, all right, what else is gonna happen? But hey, it is what it is. Shout out to the Steelers. Y'all earned that win. And hopefully y'all take care of business against Texas.
Also, Scott, before you chime in, I will say that TJ Watt pick was huge because that came right after the touchdown. So we started the third quarter. They had the ball, gave up a long drive for a touchdown to tie the game. We got the ball through a pick. Let TJ Watt and that crowd get into it. When TJ Watt, it's something about Yinzers and TJ Watt. Like when their leader makes a play, it's tough. It's tough. And then you're in that environment. That's when your controller starts shaking. Now, mind you, we have an MVP, so he didn't let that affect him. And then, he had to sit up in his chair a little bit after that and do some heavy lifting, which he did. And he was magical in that fourth quarter. But you got there's certain it's tough because you don't criticize that moment. Mistakes happen. But at the same token, every single matchup, the team that doesn't commit the mistakes wins. And every single matchup, we're the ones committing the mistakes, albeit even if it's just one mistake or, a Tyler Loop couple of mistakes. Like we just got to be more disciplined. And that right there, you just look at the head coach, like at a certain point, the discipline of the team, what's allowed, what's accepted, what's not punished. You have to put your foot down and kind of get the ball rolling there. So Steve Bisciotti, thank you for dropping your nuts, because this is a top level type of a top to the bottom level type of trickle down. You fire John Harbaugh, and now it sends a message to the entire franchise. I love this guy. I didn't want to do it, but I had to do it, and he's gone now. I want to win. Pressure's on EDC too.
Mm-hmm.
We'll of course talk about that news that broke a couple hours ago more, especially when Keith get on. But from my standpoint and how that game went, you see Derrick Henry shit that first drive, and it's like, oh, come on, not again. All off season, you heard, we drafted to stop him. The playoff game is in our mind. The game before the playoff game, Derrick Henry was doing Derrick Henry things. So you just have that, and to see him come out there, and it's a 20-yard run the first play of the game. It's like, okay, this is what we doing today. Okay, cool. Y'all score, and that first half, I don't know what Arthur Smith was doing, but you're talking about an offense that's down DK, and Jalen Warren has been dominant all year, and he don't touch the ball until the second quarter. You talk about pissed off. I'm like, yo, what the? This ain't the time for that. No Kenneth Gainwell really. Again, Pat Frymouth. You really don't have that many weapons to go downfield. He doesn't get a target until the second quarter. So it's like you're putting a lot of heavy lifting on the defense to stop somebody that for the past couple matchups, they've been having a hard time stopping Derrick Henry. Naturally so. Nick said it last week. He's the best running back of this generation, right? But you get a field goal, and there's okay. You chipping, you doing what Steelers do, you staying close, you get a couple stops here and there. Okay, cool. Man, when y'all stopped us on the goal line with that dumbass toss play, I say, yo, what? Yo, that's the type of shit that'll lose a game, man. Like when
fireball offense, man, you can't be calling shit like that in a game like that, man.
I know we won, right? And whatever happens in the playoffs happens, but don't re-up Arthur Smith contract. That's bad. That's bad football when you put Pat Frymouth in a position where he can only block one guy. Y'all had two guys outside. He can only block one.
With a third one coming to help.
And a third one coming down, right? Pause. Now you're asking Kenneth Gainwell to be Barry Sanders. And as good as Kenneth Gainwell has been this year, he ain't Barry Sanders. He's not Michael Vick. He's not Lamar Jackson. He was never going to make those two guys miss. You have Jalen Warren. Run the ball up the middle and just live with the results. Points will come at that point. It looked like points were going to be at a premium. It was a sloppy game to start. I'm not mad at Tomlin for going for it. I actually was surprised that he went for it as much as he did, but he knew the seriousness and what this game was for. I get it, but you got to make the right play call right there. So you do come out and you do get the touchdown after half. And like Nick said, TJ had a down year. Not going to sit here and cape for him. He had a down year, but he's still a game changer. So when that interception happened, you could just feel, okay, all right. Sometimes that's all you need. You just need your best guy on defense to say, all right, y'all, to make a play. I got to shout out Cam Hayward. For him to be 36 and still play football that way, and I know we had jokes early in the season because he held out and this dog. That's why he held out, because he can still do that. He was dominant for the majority of that game. Keanu Benton, that's what we saw from you the rookie year. Like, that's what you have to be. Alex Highsmith making plays. He has his best moments against y'all. But I got scared when 8 put that cape on and he got out that sack. I said, oh, nah. And to be truthful, when that happened, I said, you know what? If we gonna lose the game and 8 playing like that, what the fuck you want us to do? Like, what you want us to do? They got hands on them. Yeah, I could say, hey, 56, 95, y'all should have finished that play. But that's Lamar Jackson. And that's the reason why. And I'm always like, y'all know, I like Lamar Jackson. When I hear, yo, play Huntley, we would have beat y'all by 15 if Huntley played. Huntley's not getting out of that. Huntley's not making those plays that Lamar made. At one point, Lamar had only completed 9 passes. Fucking 3 of them was 50-yard bombs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like at that, it was like, all right. Now you asking the offense that's down there, $20 million wide receiver to go band for band now. We haven't really done that all year outside of a couple moments, but in a game like this, something that we really never seen before. And it's like, okay, that's why you went. And even though he's 42, and it was times in that game where it's like, all right, that's why you can't have a 42-year-old. Early in that game, he had to scramble for a first down. It looked like he didn't get hit.
Shit, he had a 20-yard scramble.
But
I was pissed.
Half, he had a second-yard scramble.
Mm-hmm.
He had a 20-yard scramble in the second half because he knew, it's crunch time. It's time to put your nuts on the table, right? Shout out to that whole team. They fought. They fought. Every time y'all punch, we punch back. And to see Calvin Austin have his best play of his career.
Man, that weak ass. Man.
And I'm not acting like he was Chad Johnson, right? I was shocked. Like, at first, it looked like he just fell. I missed the move. I'm so in the moment. I missed the move. Damn, that's a bad time for a Woozier to fall. But then you see
He
it back
made
like,
him
oh
fall.
nah, he made him fall. He made him fall.
Gave him the AI, man. That shit was ridiculous. And stepped over him.
When you got salute to the offensive line. Y'all had one sack. It was probably that was more on Earn. He had somebody open. Y'all had the one sack, but for the most part, it was no pressure. Salute to the offensive line. Zach Frazier's out there saying, yo, they made business decisions. And I know he was talking about 44. I'm surprised you didn't bring up 44, y'all.
I mean,
I'm surprised
he been doing that all year. He been doing that all year.
As long as he's no longer a Raven, I'm cool. I mean,
you watch Ravens football. You factor in Marlon's gonna get turned.
Yeah. Roquan, for you to make the money, Jalen Warren broke about 15 of your tackles.
He's trash, yo. This is why this becomes an ED. Listen, I feel great about John, and we'll talk about that. But like, maybe scheme changes and things change. I guess that's what Steve Bisciotti's holding out hope for, because he got to pay these guys. But all the people you named are people that are core cap space eaters on our team.
Yeah. Pat Fry move. Yo, when you get the ball in 88 hands, good things happen. Going forward in the playoffs, you need to feature him, even with DK being back. The plays that our running backs made in space, the guys that they made miss. It was good to see, and I'm hoping that it's not just a, this is a high that they're on. I will say that I know y'all won the division. Y'all wearing the hats and shit. I was like, all right, I had a Kobe moment, right? Like, yo, this ain't like fuck this. Like, cool. Like, we beat the Ravens. All right. It's on the Houston now. And I know they got that mindset now. Don't have a high. Don't have a hangover. Dog, I'm sick of losing in the playoffs. I'm sick of it. This is a year, we talk about it all year. The AFC is open. The AFC is open. It's no Lamar. It's no Derrick Henry. It's no Pat Mahomes. Like, yo, go win a fucking game. Win a fucking game.
You confident?
Let's
enough said.
No. I'm confident that a dome team in a warm weather state gotta come up north and play in 15-degree weather, and we're gonna test their heart. I've seen the last 2 weeks. Now, granted, against the Colts, they starters only played half the game. But to start the game, Riley Leonard was doing his thing. They have a great defense. They top 10 in all categories, top 5 in most. But I mean, in my lifetime, I've seen the 2000 Ravens. I've seen it. I've seen 2008 Steelers. Houston ain't that. Houston's not that.
Okay, I see where you're going.
Houston's not that. Like, okay, they're statistically good. We played the Browns twice. You see what I'm like? I'm not. And look,
but don't compare them to the Browns, though. They not
don't compare them to what you just saw either.
They're not the Browns, bro. They're not the Browns.
Well, no, I'm not comparing them to y'all. No. They're not.
Pat Fry moving ain't gonna be running butt naked down the middle. I'll tell you that.
Dog.
And Calvin Austin ain't doing that. This thing. Yo, another question.
He ain't what? No. That's DK job.
I just mentioned EDC. You mentioned Awuzie earlier. Why is a 30-year-old journeyman Awuzie our best corner? And we just drafted a nigga in the first round last year. And we be drafting mid-round bums every year.
Yeah. I mean, for us to not have DK out there, I mean, Calvin Austin is the guy that you're worried about beating you down, deep down the field. So why wouldn't it? Well, Nate went out hurt, and Nate never came back, right? Did Nate come back?
No, Kyle was hurt.
I know Kyle got hurt. I know
I wrong?
Nate went out. Nate
did
go out.
I remember them announcing Nate was hurt.
I don't know if Nate went out or not.
He went out, but I don't know if he came back. But I mean, hey, it was.
They never have him shadowing the best receiver on the team because he ain't like that.
Yeah. But I mean, going forward against Houston, you got to test their heart, man. You got to test their heart. Jalen Warren and you make them make business decisions in 15-degree weather. I don't want to tackle him. And I mean, CJ Stroud, cool, but hit him. Just be more physical than the team from the South that play in the dome. Be more physical.
I will say, he's hardened, as far as the hits he's taken over the course of his career. I think he's one of those quarterbacks that in the midst of pressure, it won't affect him as much because he's seen too much of it. Like he's experienced now. And what I like from CJ is he's bounced back. He had a sophomore slump. It was looking a little spooky for a little bit.
Yeah.
But he's rekindled the flame. He's got himself back together. So it's going to be a challenge.
Hey, he's had a tour like year though. He had a couple concussions. It's possible.
He came back from the concussion balling.
He did.
And I honestly don't know what they figured out because I remember Davis Mills came in and was playing well, and then won some games too. And then he was like, that's when he sat up in his chair and was like, all right, I gotta get my shit together. So they figured something out.
Yeah, my whole point is his belt can get run. And I'm trying to win a playoff. I'm trying to win a playoff game. So if you really want me to sit here and act like, hey, ring that man bell like we in Philly. Ring that man bell like we just beat a terminal illness. Ring the fucking bell. That's all you gotta do, man.
Yeah,
Keith, man, what's up, dog?
I don't know if y'all gonna be able to score against them, but I don't know if
their offense ain't great though. It might be a low scoring game. It's gonna be
that offense is worse than great. It's not even good. It's middle. It's average.
The offense have been playing better. That's where I was getting at. They had sucked, but they've been scoring points.
Wow, Houston.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've been scoring points.
Mm-hmm. Yo, dog, in an ugly dog fight, I'm gonna take us against anybody.
I mean, playoff, win. That don't mean if you win by 2 points, like you said on the pre-show, you'll take the take the tie. Like,
I just need to see a win,
bro. Nobody cares.
I just need to see a win, dog. I'm tired of getting there and getting bounced out like Jazzy.
So let me ask you this before you go to Keith. If y'all lose the first round game, does it change your opinion on like the Ravens Steelers game? Like, is it going to still mean as much? I know because of the show it will, but like in the grand scheme of things, will it mean anything if y'all gonna get bounced first round?
I mean, beating y'all is I'm always cherish that, right? But yeah, I'm not gonna say it was pointless because you do get a chance to get to the dance. I'm just tired of seeing the bad bitch in the corner and she's saying ugh and dubbing you. I'm tired of that.
No, I'm saying if y'all lose to the Texans, how would you characterize the season? Like, what would you say? Like,
French fries.
Same thing as last year, I guess.
Same shit. Like before this year started, I said, "Yo, we gonna win 10 games, get to the playoffs, and it'll just be, we did what I predicted." I'm just tired of them doing what I'm predicting. Like, prove me wrong. Bro, I want to be wrong.
I mean, I'm not saying I'm never going to root for y'all to win, but I don't want to deal with this shit week 10 next year. What we talking about is are they going to fire Tom or not? I don't want to deal with that shit for another year, yo. Because y'all not going to have. Yeah, I mean, shit, y'all not gonna have a quarterback. It's still gonna be mediocre bullshit there. So it's like, what the fuck? Like, it's like y'all. It's gonna be the same thing. Week 10. That's why I'm happy we got rid of Harbaugh. I couldn't deal with that for another year. I could.
I'll give y'all the floor, Keith. You haven't right on time.
Hold on.
If you want to.
Before you pass it to Keith, real quick, because it's relevant. 9-game winning streak for the Texans, averaging 27 points in that 9-game winning streak.
Yeah, good for them.
And the number one defense in the league. We already touched on that.
Good for them. Good for
them.
Let's
go. Let's go, Texans.
Good for them. All streaks come to an end. You know, Cal Ripken missed the game after. You know, all streaks come to an end. All good things.
Except for y'all streak, the playoff win streak.
Exactly, dog. That's what you're dealing with. Look, 2 things. We don't lose on Monday Night Football. And it's time. No, we haven't lost a home Monday Night Football game since 91.
When was Duck? No, not Duck. When was Keith? When was that game?
We haven't lost. It wasn't on Monday night.
Not Duck. Who beat y'all from? What's it? Cincinnati?
That wasn't Monday night. That was probably Sunday night.
Yeah, it was Monday night. Yeah,
damn sure wasn't Monday night. We don't lose Monday.
Lucky bastard. All right.
Ryan Finley, Jake Finland.
Yeah.
Jake Brown. Well, 2 of they bum ass quarterbacks beat us there because I'm thinking about Ryan Finley, whatever the fuck his name is. Monday nights we don't lose, and we haven't won a playoff game since 2016. Something got changed. Something going to change. And it hopefully is our streak ending their streak. See, CJ ain't won a playoff. Or no, he won 1 playoff game. He beat the Browns. He beat the Browns. But Keith, I don't know if you want to give your thoughts on the game. I kind of think you agree with what Nick and Key said, but news just broke a couple hours ago. John Harbaugh is not the king of the castle anymore. He got fired. Give y'all the floor to speak more in depth about the firing and projections on who y'all want to see hired.
Go ahead, Keith. If you got thoughts.
No, I didn't have much to say about the Steelers game. I'm sure y'all covered it. Congrats, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hit the deck, man. Keys had to get me off the floor. I hit the deck. Man. I can't believe it.
I keep your head
and I ain't hit the
right?
deck like that since Billy Cundiff. I literally hit the floor, yo.
After I took my 2 minutes, get up, bro. Like,
Tighten up.
Yeah,
stand up, nigga. Stand up.
We not letting John.
Yo, I was screaming,
and Tyler Luke get us like
fuck.
Yeah. Last time I did that was Billy Cundiff, yo. So
I will say,
yo,
dog, all them videos of him missing sent chills. I was like, yo, the reaction, the pop from the crowd. It's like some wrestling shit, like Stone Cold coming out of WrestleMania.
Steelers fan didn't want to watch the kick, but when it went wide right, you could hear it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the only thing I really had to say about the game is really it was the microcosm of who the Ravens been, especially under this John Harbaugh tenure. I mean, I don't know how you see Boswell miss an extra point and think that your rookie kicker, you comfortable with him going out there kicking, losing 2 yards and then kicking a 44-yarder, especially after we saw him kick a 55-yarder 2 weeks ago on Sunday night, and it was short. They hit 55-yarders like they layups nowadays. So I just think typical Ravens loss, man. I mean, I'm sure they covered everything, so I don't got much to say. Congrats, though.
I mean, we said that same exact thing about Luke, though. We said, why would Nick brought it up first? We said, why would he run the ball with one time? Why would he take that knee one time left? And I say reiterate, like, you got to get the ball to Doug Henry there. You got to at least get 3 yards. He was killing him. Like, you get 3-4 yards there, and you make that at 4. And like I said, my point is he probably still would have missed it. That's my point.
And I agree, but at that point, as a coach, you've controlled what you could control, and you've put your player in the best possible position. They had a little bit. They had way too much faith in Loop in that moment, and way too conservative too. I understand being smart, but you don't want to lose yards in that situation.
Yeah, you never go backwards. You never do that. Like, unless it's like a 25-yarder and you at the 15-yard line, I cannot believe they made a 40-yard field goal.
He thought he had Tuck, yo. He thought he had Tuck.
No sense,
and what I kept saying on Sunday night, Keys, is Tucker in the crowd. I kept saying that the whole game. Is Tucker in the crowd? If so,
his ass on the field.
Put some pads on, yo. I said that the whole game, Sco. Is Tucker in the crowd? Because I knew what it was going to be, man.
I was texting my homeboy because when I saw that, likely, I forgot. Yo,
Jalen, likely need to keep his damn feet for a touchdown there too. Like, catch the ball on your feet.
You have another bad game like that, I'm gonna ask for Minka back.
I tell you what I text you next day, kid. I said Jalen played the worst game I ever seen him play in his whole life.
I've never seen him play that bad. Now
I will say it's crazy how 4th down, 4th and long, in those situations, those high leverage situations, we always see Lamar looking for Isaiah Likely or Zay Flowers.
You brought that up too, yo.
And Isaiah Likely always makes a fucking play for him in these big moments, the biggest of moments, every single time. And he may walk because we have fucking 32-year-old Mark Andrews who's coming off a career season.
Didn't do shit. Anything.
Didn't do shit.
2 catches for 14 yards.
They give even play.
Gave him a career achievement
for like 14
contract.
Yeah,
something crazy like that.
Jalen, the first touchdown, I know we went cover 0. We went all out blitz. Ravens blocked it well, surprisingly, but dog.
I mean, even if they did, he still ran right past his face.
Like, he ran right past his face, like, and then he throws his hands up. Yo, dog, you have no help. You are like, you got to take him. You got to take him. Just play after play was being made on his head top. Salute to Isaiah Likely for making that catch, but dog, when I saw that, I was like, oh shit. And my homeboy was like, yo, he's gonna miss it. I was like, what? Yo, it's not a chip shot, but it's like, yo, come on, this ain't 50 plus. It was a clip of.
It's not that, but that's a tough stadium to kick in too.
It was a clip of Tomlin telling the team like, yo, he sucks from 50 yards, but we still got to handle business. Like even Tomlin knew, right?
Yo, stop, yo. Are you serious?
But, yeah,
he just airballed the 55-yard. I mean, what Tomlin say, Nick? We gonna piss down our leg. They know us, yo.
Tomlin straight up.
They've been watching the team.
He was talking to Highsmith.
He ain't had not one high leverage kick all year.
He said that boy.
Did y'all talk about the kickoff?
Yeah, Nick said it.
He led the league.
He led the league.
He's been all year. Like,
he can't do. What can he do?
He told Highsmith
problem, yo.
He said that boy is 1 for 4 from 50. He said that boy 1 for 4 from 50, but still go out there and work.
We got a Jacksonville kicker. Them big 65 yarders, but it's eyes closed. Bro. Like,
man. Keys earlier in the game, we had the ball on the Pittsburgh 43-yard line,
and we punted, right?
We decided to punt. That was a 58-yarder. Now, mind you, 58 yards is a long kick, but like Keith said, like you said, those type of kicks are much more common now. And then it was in the second quarter. We were playing with a league, and it's early. If we miss it, it's not too detrimental.
Man, those kicks today are like the 3-point shot.
He couldn't even get that to the crossbar. That's why they ain't even attempted.
They don't even think about it. They don't even think about it. He's a liability. He got to go. Yeah. He can't come back.
Nah, I'm good on.
You're like DeMar DeRozan.
He can't come back unless
he on a rookie contract. So you got to bring in some competition for him in camp, bro. Like he cannot. At the very least. Like that's why I like about this year. They just let him no competition. He said, "Fuck, it's your job." He ain't nobody pushed him for the whole year.
And Freaky Tuck, we forget what he did his rookie year. He took his leg took us to the AFC Championship. He was hitting game winners his rookie year.
Man, bring me back my All-Pro kicker, man.
We ain't win the Super Bowl his rookie year.
That was 2012.
The year before.
Yes, the year before. Yeah.
No, but it had to been 2011. Would have been his rookie year. Mm-hmm. He talked about we lost the AFC title game to the.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Hey, Harbaugh's gone now. Who? I'll start with Nick.
Yeah.
Offensive minded coach, defensive minded coach, and what name?
So I'm seeing a lot of love for Brian Flores, and I'll start by saying I would absolutely not mind that at all. I think Brian Flores will bring back, restore the feeling of what we used to be, the Baltimore Bullies. We used to blitz, we used to disguise blitz, we used to enforce, we used to bring pain. We used to have a nasty streak. We used to cause turnovers. So those are the type of things that has been missing from our defense over the last several years. So if that's the vision, sure, I'm not mad at it at all. And I like the brother too. Me personally, though, my personal opinion, if you look across the league, look at what Trevor Lawrence has gotten from Liam Cohen. Look at Sean McVay. I mean, you can go down the list. Kyle Shanahan, when Brock Purdy got hurt, Mac Jones, he was able to get the most out of. We had a situation where Lamar went down and our whole team and our whole situation floundered. Look at Brock Purdy being the last pick of the draft and what Kyle Shanahan can do with him. Look at Nick Sirianni. Guess what? He coaches offense. Look at Andy Reid. You know, I could literally go down the list. But you know, me personally, I want an offensive minded guy to emphasize and bring out the max potential of Lamar Jackson. He's won 2 MVPs with Greg Roman and Todd Monken. I think if you poll most GMs, they're not going to say Greg Roman or Todd Monken are top 10 offensive coordinators in the league. I think that's fair to say. So he's done more with less. Can you imagine him doing more with more? So if you want me to give a name, I personally want Clint Kubiak. Mainly because I'm seeing what he's done in his last few stints. I'm seeing Sam Darnold continue what they started. Damn, I didn't even mention Kevin O'Connell. I ain't mentioned Shane Steichen. Like the list goes fucking on and on. In this league in 2025, if you got a guy at quarterback, you match him up with a mind, and you match the talent and the mind, and you bet. Look at what Caleb went from game to straight.
Yeah,
respectfully, I love everybody. But look how we talk about him now.
Yeah, he's playing on time. He got him to buy into the system.
Yo, Lamar hasn't had that. He's always had to like be greater than his situation. Can you imagine if somebody's assisting him, right? Like, can you imagine if it's as opposed to me breaking a sack opportunity and going through 3 people at the line of scrimmage and flinging it 50 yards downfield to say, can you imagine if that pass is just an easy 50-yarder? We haven't had that. So, I mean, I personally would like to go offense, but I don't think you can go wrong. I think this is you can't fuck this moment up. We've been waiting for this for 18 years. You cannot fuck this moment up. Lamar's only going to be 28, 29 years old one time. We got to strike. We got to get this right.
I hope y'all get Cliff Kingsbury or some shit. I'm going to do a dance.
That is who I do not want.
I'm going to do a dance.
I like Cliff, but he's a college type of nigga. They let him go because they said his scheme is too college and they want Jaden to grow up. We just had that with Greg Roman, where you were kind of holding him back.
Familiarity. Younger version of Harbaugh. Keys.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with definitely all the points. But me personally, I want to go. I want a defensive coach. I seen the breakdowns in this team this year. I've seen what side of the ball struggled the most this year. And I think that this year that the defensive candidates are better than what the offensive candidates this year. I don't think that, we think about a Jesse Minter and a Blind Forest. I think they're probably the top two. And then you think about Green Bay, DC, Jeff Hayes. I think they're the best three candidates on the board. But you got to think about, like, you got people like Kevin Stefanski and stuff like that. Like, I wouldn't mind it. Like, if we're gonna go offensive route, I want a bona fide head coach. I don't want to, up and coming OC. I want somebody that's been there, that's done it. But I like Florida. I think this team is soft. I think this team is really, really soft. And I think Flores is going to bring a hard nose, get them back to, like you said, and get them back to what they needs to be. And I think if you just pair Lamar with, a great off, not somebody, don't go college, get somebody. I don't think he need much. I don't think he need a lot. I don't think Lamar need a lot. I don't think this offense need a lot. There's maybe a weapon, go get some more weapons, of course. But I need this defense to be, like you said. I just think, like, if the Ravens had a competent defensive coordinator, they win. We in the playoffs right now, and that's how I feel about it. It's not even if we had a competent defensive coordinator, it don't even come down to last week, because you're not blowing leads against the Bills. You're not blowing all those leads if you got a competent defensive coordinator. How does that go? He's literally.
I will say the offense was up and down this year, but a lot of it had to do with Lamar being hurt. So I can't even properly grade Monken, and the offensive line was ass.
Right.
So,
I mean, if we're talking about it, that first month with Lamar, they were scoring 30 plus points a game. Like, they was filling it up versus Buffalo, all them teams. So, but I kind of see both sides of the spectrum when Nick and Keith saying, shit, give me John Gruden. I would love that.
I'll take John
Gruden willing to come.
If they hire
John
Gruden, bro, sign me up.
He loves football. He loves football, and he's not going to be a bitch about it.
Bro, John Gruden will
he's going to dial it up, and he's going to demand greatness. Like, it's going to be accountability in the castle. It's not going to be buddy. Like, nothing about John Gruden is comfortable. That's what I like about it. It's time for the Ravens to come in, and it's time for it to feel uncomfortable again. It's time to shake it up a little bit. And that goes from the top up. From the top down. For me, I like Jesse Minter too. Like, if you look at him, I know a lot of people are saying, like, he looked like that Mike McDonald. He was with Baltimore. He went to Michigan, won the national championship. Now he's in the league as a DC. So maybe they see a Mike McDonald route with Jesse Minter. I'm not mad at that either. I just think you got to get an offensive mind in here. A bright offensive mind, and whether that's a bright OC or offensive minded head coach, you have to have a bright offensive mind with this team, because, like I said before, it's no reason we should come into a game and your number 2 wide receiver is plus 300 for 40 yards.
Nigga had 200 yards.
That's a catch for most players. Like, that's a catch and run for most players.
That's
like,
Clint
that's a
Kubiak's,
problem in the offense.
That's Clint Kubiak's Jackson
He's gonna
Smith and Jigba
specialize
at
in that.
4:30 on a Sunday.
Could you imagine Clint Kubiak with a Isaiah Likely, somebody who's going to get him targets, pepper him with targets? There's no reason we not running 5 to 7 plays for Isaiah Likely a game to get the ball in his hands. You see what he does. He should be peppered with red zone targets.
We didn't even talk about Zay. Shout out to Zay.
Yeah, Zay Flowers played his ass off Sunday. But I think you got to get an offensive mind in here. Like, they got the pieces offensively, and too many times we see that offense stall out at important times. Now, granted, they made some big plays Sunday, but we've seen this offense stall out at important times. So if you can get a bright OC in here, I'm not mad at the Flores hire. Shit, Jim Swartz out there too. You seen what he done in Cleveland. You bring him in as a DC with Clint Kubiak as your OC. I'm happy. Like, you got potential.
Keys had the most convincing argument I've heard from the people that are on the defensive side. He swayed me a little bit in that regard. The way I'm looking at it, though,
swayed you how? With what?
Just on the simple fact of our defense was ass, and we need to get back. We need to get back to what our identity is. My only fear is, if you just look at the recent Super Bowl winners, all of them had offensive-minded head coaches. You can find the defensive minds, but the offensive minds, they going at a premium. And every great quarterback seemingly has that that mental link with a play caller. Like you typically don't see a great quarterback without that accompanying. Like you got Jordan and Phil Jackson, Kobe and Phil Jackson. Lamar don't got his Phil. You know what I mean? And I feel like, for instance, the Cowboys were linked. Yeah, the Cowboy, the Cowboys were linked to Flores as a DC. So is there a possibility that he's willing to come as a DC? And if that's the case, overpay him and make him the highest paid assistant in the NFL?
I don't know if y'all saw he's linked to Vegas.
I did see.
He's been linked to Vegas because they finally Tom Brady run the shit, and Tom Brady was with Brian Flores. He might be bringing that Patriot way out west.
Yeah, they said they may be bringing him in Dayball
to be the OC. But yeah, you got a point. If it was me, I'm going straight offensive minded boy James, because I was telling Nick before we recorded, you can go DC, but he's gonna have to knock that OC high out the park. It's gonna have to be an OC that he ain't even gonna be here long, because
you gonna have to find somebody gonna
want him as a head coach. So yeah.
Like theoretically, you bring a defensive minded coach in, Flores mentor. Like, who is your OC? Like, who are the top OCs out right there?
I guess you would have to hope
Kubiak not leaving Seattle. Yeah, I mean, I don't want Cliff Kingsbury.
I don't want him.
No Cliff. Like I said, you just be have to. That's the thing about with the point y'all make about going offense, like, because it's easier to go offense because it's going to be easy to find a defensive coordinator than it would be to find an offense coordinator, because all offense coordinators are going to be head coaches. So it's going to be harder to lock down a bright young OC who maybe not who, and I don't want an OC that's going to come in and only be here for 1 year. Like, somebody 2-3 years. So if that's the case, if we got somebody that's like, then you might as well making the head coach now.
Is Anthony Weaver available?
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't want Anthony as the head coach. I would love Anthony Weaver to come back here. I mean, Miami had the best success since he's been down there, but they've been playing better. And he knows the system here. I mean, he knows he can get back to what it's supposed to be. That's what should have been the defensive coordinator instead of Zach Ball.
Yeah, and I'm sure a lot of them probably had their tails tucked too in the castle. It's only so much you could do in this late.
Are y'all surprised that this happened so quickly? Because a lot of them were talking about a decision by Friday, or they're going to take the week and be deliberate about their decision making. My thing is, if they made this decision quick, they must have some candidates that they don't want to miss out on, which is great.
I think they told Harbaugh, like, this is decision, this is the changes I want made, and he said no, you got to go. I mean, it's either they came in, get rid of this coordinator, get rid of this coordinator, get rid of this coach, get rid of this coach. Harbaugh said no, I'm thinking about my guys, and he said, well, you guys to go. I like the fact that the Ravens ain't say this shit ain't no mutual. No, we fired you. Like, and that's, he deserved it. Like, you can't have this team
keep running this back.
Yeah. So I don't like. I mean, some coaches deserve mutual pardon. John Harbaugh didn't deserve it this year. Not this year.
I'm surprised he wasn't willing to part with a person like Monken or like, usually Harbaugh's the type to throw the assistants under the bus to save himself. I'm surprised he was fiercely loyal in this situation.
I mean, you got to think whoever he was bringing in as that OC was probably potentially going to be his replacement. Maybe.
and then you see how loyal he. I mean, he played 77-70 a year. He kept Ben Cleveland on the team. He was not firing anybody or getting rid of anybody.
He rolled Tyler Luke.
Stubborn, yeah.
So I mean, his stubborn, and that's what the report said. It was sort of say they probably was going to have a status quo, but Harbaugh was very stubborn. He was very, like, I would say 18 years. I won a Super Bowl. I did it this way, we had injuries, and they said, so what? Like, bro, like, go.
And it's okay to part. I mean, people remember Andy Reid. I mean, he took the Philly to all them NFC title games, Super Bowls, whatever. Could not get over the hurdle. He went to Kansas City, rejuvenated his career. Boom. Andy Reid is who we knew he was. I mean, not to say John can go somewhere and do the same thing, but like, sometimes it's just time for a change, no matter how much success you've had. Like, the Eagles was rolling off NFC title games. We're not even rolling off NFC title games.
They said John is the leading candidate to be the Giants head coach. I'm all for that. Please go to New York and be with Jackson Dart.
New York media. Okay. All right.
Please go to New York and be with Jackson Dart, and you're gonna realize how much you should appreciate Lamar Jackson more.
Listen, they got some talent up there, but
foot down.
But
Jackson.
the media ain't gonna let you get away with what Baltimore media let you get away with.
Hell
Baltimore
no.
media will
Accountability
coddle
a
you.
bit.
They'll
Yeah.
coddle you if you let them have access. New York media don't give a fuck.
They're gonna be all over that timeout
It's-
he ain't used.
Yep.
They will slander you to hell.
Yeah.
I really like the offensive mind though, yo, because it's like if you get on Madden and you got that 99 player with 99 speed. Like just imagine what a young OC's coming in and thinking they can do with 8. This is the most attractive job on the market right now.
Yo, dog, I'd quit my job. I would quit my job if I could coach.
You can go coach Lamar Jackson and really turn him up.
I would quit my job.
Not to say he's already turned up. Don't get
Kevin
me wrong,
O'Connell,
but-
what you trying to do?
Yeah.
Mike
Man,
McDaniel?
what?
Oh, I take Kevin O'Connell in a heartbeat. You trying to leave Minnesota?
Man, what?
You wanna
I'm
trade?
telling you. I'm telling
Fillet,
you.
Bateman?
Which is why I don't
telling
think Stefanski. Keys mentioned Stefanski. We ain't talk about it too much, but Stefanski can dial it up.
He
Will
can-
he
he
demand
know that.
respect? Will he demand respect?
He just
though?
you got. I mean, what you gonna do in Cleveland with what he's had? But he's a good play caller.
Yeah.
And bring Schwartz with you.
Hey, listen. if Flores comes,
And Schwartz from Schwartz is from here.
If Flores is the DC, if Flores is the head coach, don't leave with anything less than a Stefanski at offensive coordinator.
Right. Yeah.
You got to hell
You know what I mean?
Got to overpay. Yeah, it's got to be.
And this is where Steve has to overpay. He has to bring in the
overpay.
very best assistants, and we only, like I said, we only have one shot at it.
To Key's point, all the offensive minded guys are going to be head coaches unless you say, "Yo, open checkbook to coach Lamar Jackson." You tell me what you want to do.
But like to your in my last point, to your point, Nick, they can't get it wrong. They cannot absolutely not get it wrong. They can't get it wrong.
It'll set you back.
Word on the street is
like we ain't even talk about EDC. They kind of already set back.
Yeah, I'm saying about you got to clean. If you're gonna fire Harbaugh, you should have fired him too.
Well, his seat is very warm because you can't blame Harbaugh for this now.
If you're gonna clean house. Like don't
like if I'm the coach, I'm coming in. Why do I want Krillin to be my GM?
I wouldn't fire if I'm firing the head coach, I'm firing the GM at the same time.
Especially when the head coach been there before the GM. Like I mean, you feel like if I'm cleaning the house, I just don't want EDC to be in charge of hiring another coach. Because clearly he don't make the best decisions with personnel, roster, etc.
Yo, Sco.
He's a rah guy, yo. He's Rudy.
Yeah, he is. I just saw a tweet where when Tomlin was doing like this and he blew the kiss.
Yeah.
They said Steve Bisciotti saw Mike Tomlin doing this shit and said, "Oh hell nah."
Yeah, dog.
That'll do it, though.
I told you what energy he had. I sent them Black Air Forces for a reason, man. Tomlin was in rare form that night.
Oh, and this is obvious.
My uncle had lady parts. She'd be my aunt.
It's like, well, what would have happened if you lost?
Tomlin is crazy.
We're not even talking about that.
Never know.
Yeah.
Listen. They said, and this is obvious, but they did say brass in the Ravens organization began to feel like John Harbaugh had lost the locker room.
I mean, you can see that on. You can see that.
But I'm glad that they acknowledged it.
He lost the locker room last year at the Mark Andrews dropped that damn pass. Like, they should have fired him last year. They had a perfect opportunity to fire him last year.
Yeah.
Hey man,
you couldn't fire him after the AFC title year. Like that's the only thing with the Mike McDonald thing. Like that's when I feel like he should have said, "Send me to the upper room, Mike. It's your time."
Mm-hmm. Brad Stevens.
Yeah, I was about to say Brad Stevens.
He should have Brad Stevens.
Hey,
Brad Stevens. Sorry, he kept the job.
We'll try our best to hold the AFC North down, guys. We'll try our best. We'll try our best. I might have to wear that Troy jersey to summon the spirit of a real nigga from here on out, yo.
You might not need to wear that because y'all safety play was atrocious. Don't wear that shit no more. Troy probably.
I'm gonna Ranger Flores,
rolling over in his.
Troy did not like that. Troy was upset.
Jesus Christ. Man, the further we go, bring back Deshaun Elliott, yo. Like, what the hell happened to your knee, boy? Like, talk about Chuck Clark, Kyle Duggar. Kyle Duggar the last 2 weeks. Like, dog, it's got to be better.
I got Steelers fans texting me saying they jealous.
I mean,
it's better sweet moments, go.
Yeah. Because I honestly don't know what. Look, I don't know if y'all saw the reports of people saying that Tomlin was going to go to TV if we lost.
Yeah, I see.
And that was from multiple reputable people. Like where smoke is fire, just like it was smoke with John Harbaugh outside of Josina Anderson, right? Like people were saying,
double whammy, boys, go.
Yeah, we said it. Whoever win, keep their coach.
Shorty try to gaslight us into keeping John or the wanting to keep John. No, Shorty, if he's gonna get a job, that's somebody else.
Let him go. Yeah, let him do it.
A lot of them people don't be tapped in though. They just see the success that we've had. They don't see the nitty gritty of it, to be honest with you, and what's really going on a week to week basis. They just see 13-3 AFC divisional game,
and they got a source.
They don't see what that 13 look like.
Yeah, it's a bad source somewhere. It's bad sources. Everybody got
now she got a New York Giants source. It's all good.
Right. Yeah. But
and Aaron Glenn up there, they may have no interceptions next year. The whole state. Well, my bad. Buffalo might get one, but the whole city, the whole city of New York might not have an interception next year.
Oh man, I actually don't want him
Aaron
to have
Glenn
that
getting
talent.
fired.
No, I don't think so.
Which is good for him. I mean, shit.
I mean,
they're giving him a chance.
Steve Wilson.
Yeah, dog. I ain't had no quarterback.
He's Steve Wilson. He's Steve Wilson.
Like y'all saying,
they should have Steve Wilson because that when he did get it, the fire, his team was better than the damn Jets last year. The Jets suck. Man, they looked bad. Terrible. It looked terrible.
They said Garrett Wilson ain't have a catch since like week 9 or something crazy.
And he still led the team in receiving, I think.
Yards with 350.
I told niggas about hitching their ride.
Shit, Baker might have to go to the Jets. You'll be a top dog.
No bullshit.
The only thing about the Raiders getting Crosby, they ain't gonna trade him now. If they get Flores, he ain't trading McCarthy if Flores go there. He's like, absolutely not. Am I trading my star player?
Crosby ain't gonna want to get traded. He gonna want to play for Flores. Clint Kubiak, he had them looking good in New Orleans. That was New Orleans he was at last year's the OC, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Jackson, he has a career year this year. Sam Darnold continued that with Sam. They run the ball efficiently. They own that. And the thing I like about him, he's bred for this shit. Too. He's bred for this shit. Like his father was our OC. We know his system. It's the West Coast. Like we know his system, and he's gonna.
Derrick Henry,
he's gonna mold it.
Steroids.
What zone? What
like
play action bootlegs?
Sam Darnold, Lamar Jackson. Like the only downgrade you getting is JSN.
I also
the JSN wasn't always JSN. He was always JSN, but he brought out the JSN.
Yeah, I hope they before we get out of here, I hope they involve Lamar in the discussion though.
Whoever Lamar wants, he should get.
Yeah, exactly.
If Lamar wants Flores, give him Flores.
That's true too. Like you got if he say I want this person, that's probably who you should need to go by. Within reason. Don't tell you want somebody from Louisville some damn well, within reason.
No.
But Lamar's the right smart individual. So yeah, it's like,
Yeah, what you.
Hey man, we're gonna have playoff previews. Y'all
gonna
hold it down. We're gonna try our best, man. Y'all good? We're gonna talk about. I know y'all gonna have fleeting thoughts about Harbaugh as the weeks go on. I'm sure this ain't the last time we'll talk about that. But if you haven't done so by now, go to YouTube, type in Nitty Gritty Sports Talk. When you get there, hit the subscribe button. After you do that, tell a friend to tell a friend. We'll be back with a playoff preview sometime soon, right? Everybody stay safe and be blessed. And good riddance, John Harbaugh. I'm gonna miss you, dog. I'm gonna miss playing you, yo. I love you, boy. I love you, boy. Some of my favorite memories is going up against you, boy. My boy, man. But y'all stay safe and be blessed. We out.
All right.